Hi guys, well Brexit is this month going to get worse. For those who haven't been following current events, there is a shortage of heavy goods vehicle drivers, and Boris Johnson's government has just put out a request for 5,000 more via a temporary visa scheme. Well, the latest fly in the ointment is passports. Not the blue Brexit ones, but the lack of them. You see, many EU drivers don't bother with passports because in many European countries, citizens have ID cards which are widely used. Well, from October the 1st, all citizens from the EU and EEA who want to travel into Britain will need a passport. Many heavy goods vehicle drivers don't have passports as they never needed them. So unless they have applied for one before the 1st of October, it looks like they will not be allowed into Great Britain. Even for those who have passports, it will require showing them, which will no doubt add to time delays. So we have this from the Home Office. So what's changing? From the 1st of October 2021, most EU, EEA and Swiss citizens can only travel to the UK using a valid passport unless they have applied to the EU settlement scheme or have an application pending, or otherwise have protected rights under the European Rights Agreements. So we're talking about very few exemptions here. It goes on to say, until this date, European Union, European Economic Area and Swiss citizens can currently travel to the UK with a valid passport or a national identity card. Data from Calais in 2019 shows around 83% of EEA and Swiss freight drivers used an ID card. This puts into perspective the size of the audience who need to be aware of this change. The change from the 1st of October means an ID card will no longer be accepted for travel to the UK unless the exemptions apply. Anyone travelling to the UK on an invalid travel document is liable to be refused entry at the border. So what happens to heavy goods vehicle drivers who don't have the correct documentation? Will they be turned back at the border? Will HMRC check their documents? This was published back in May this year, so I have no idea how many heavy goods vehicle drivers from the European Union have applied for a passport in their respective countries, and how many currently hold one. I also don't know if the UK government knows either. Brexiteers and members of Boris Johnson's party said last year that there would be no disruption. When the deadline had finally passed and we went beyond the point of no return, they changed their tune and started to say that there would be minor disruption. Well, as the vast majority of drivers delivering goods from the EU into the UK don't have a passport, according to this data, what the heck is going to happen at the border? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.